Alright. We're gonna pick up frame rate and everything. Okay. So everything should be good. Oh, hold on. Let me get this shit out of here. Okay. Alright. So cool. I do want to minimize this just a little bit. Not too much. Okay. So, hi to anybody that's in the chat. I don't know if anybody is right now. We'll wait a minute. Kind of let you all get in here. And then I'm going to discuss some products. Oh, what the fuck is this here? For girlfriend's sake. I don't use tobacco, so not anymore. You got my channel. Awesome, awesome. Alright. So I have the live chat pulled up here as well. This also shows me how many people are in. I'm sure this is going to be like, hey, you have someone here, right? Wait. Yeah, it's fine, it don't matter. So, basically, I don't review products at all. So, I think the best thing to do would be to talk about many products I've gotten. So, I got a new deck box from Imperium Duels. This is, I believe it's called like Blazing Red, Vortex or whatever it is. This is probably the best deck box I've ever gotten in my life. Let me explain. First of all, look at this. Look at this shit. That fits, that's my whole deck, double sleeved. Like, I mean, you can't make this shit up. This shit is fantastic. Plus, they sent me a shit ton of sleeves. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, so all this is like a genuine take. Double sleeved, my entire Blue Eyes deck. Okay, look at this shit. I mean, look at all the fucking room. Plus, you have this giant ass dice tray, which I don't have any dice in it yet, but you have this giant ass dice tray you can just use for like whatever. Like, it kind of is like very convenient for whatever reason. Like, not all my cards, they just slide. Like, even the shuffle is very transitional. Oh shit, as I throw it. Like, it'd be better if I had like a hand of 5, but like, I mean, it just slides. I don't even try, look. I mean, this shit's ridiculous. I like it. I got the over sleeves too. I'm kind of like put it on my token or whatever. Y'all probably can't even really see the over sleeve on it, but yeah. The whole extra deck's got those over sleeves on them. Let's see. Can I put it up in that one? Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can or not. But like, if you can't, let me try to fucking... There you go. I like that one better. Yeah, you can see, like, these things are fire as fuck. Plus, dude, these sleeves are, like, sleek, too. Like, they all just slide. And you could say that because they're, like, kind of newish. But, like, even, like, the bottom sleeves that are on these things, this thing's smooth. Like, doesn't catch, nothing. Like, you can see, I'm driving the corner of this card into the mat. And it just doesn't do anything. It just, nothing. I shouldn't be able to, like, that right there, that is, like, awesome. Like, I'll take, like, 5 cards out, and I'll show you, like, how, like, well they shuffle. I've had Imperium Duel sleeves before, but I've not had the Minotaurs, which is what these are. Dude, these shuffle like a dream. Like, I don't even, like, try. These things are awesome. I can just sit here, shuffle, doesn't give any hand knowledge away. I don't have to do, like, any extra stepping. They just kind of just slide right over. These sleeves are awesome. These are the Imperium Duelist Minotaur sleeves. like I said, I'm not sponsored by Imperium Duelist, but like, if I was, I definitely would take the sponsorship because these sleeves are the shit. And these oversleeves, these are these are about $7.99, but they're oversleeves. They're the hard oversleeves, and they protect the cards very well. Me, when I play, I like that extra pop. They give that. It has a really good give and take. So, like I said, they're just very good sleeves. I really love them. I would advise, Imperium Duelist products. The playmat I have is also Imperium Duelist. I don't know if you've seen it. But it's got the logo right here. I don't like this mat a ton, but it's not bad. I've had it for a long time. I'll say that. At least a year or more. And it's just a good mat. But like, the products that Imperium Duelist have been putting out here recently have been fire. I really like them. I even ordered, I have a bag on the way. When it gets here, I'll do like a little evaluation on that. But like, I'll show you like how well, like you just hear like the pop on that too. It's just like, I mean, you can be rough. It just does not going to bend. Not unless like you're slamming. Like, look at this. Don't even try. Just drop them in there. It's so easy to shuffle too. It's just no worries. So while we're here, I guess live on stream. I didn't plan on doing it while I was here, but I mean I might as well at this point. I'll show you the new deck and everything that's in it. Let me just look at this shit. Perfectly randomized too. Like, oh, you guys can't even fucking see that. There you go. The hand traps together, I think it's just gonna make it easier. I just put them there with the mag. Buffering? Well, it'll fix itself. Because there's no reason for it to actually buffer. Put all the stages and shit together. I'll give you a quick deck profile of this. It's nothing like too extreme. Like if you've seen like a modern list, it looks. But yeah, this is whatever. Let's put all the fucking Primac cards together. So I have all the Primac cards. I'm not missing any of them. What the fuck? Oh, there he is. Must have blended in with the fucking hand traps. Oh, said I'll give you all like a real good look of these hand traps, and I want to know why the fuck my frames are dropping. So I've dropped over what 2,000 frames today. It'll go back up. Let's give it a minute. All right, we're back. Cool. Wishes. Maiden. Yeah, there you are. And then these engine hand traps. And also these hand traps. And these engine cards out. Because that's what we gotta do. We're missing Maiden. We're missing a Maiden. Where the fuck is she? She must be in here. Right. I would think so. No. I made it. Fucking fly in here? What the fuck's going on? Damn it. Set up here. And then we'll go right here. So that should be. Yeah, looks good. Cool. You'll go there, the barrels will go here, and then I'll put the magnum right behind it. If you guys have never seen me do a deck profile, I'm live on stream. You're getting ready to. So, Yeah, it looks like the frames are doing pretty good now. I don't know what the fuck happened to it just a minute ago, but it just fucking like dropped every goddamn frame. So. Oh my god. So many fucking hand traps in this deck, dude. Oh shit, I think Ogre's next. To the nibs. I'll just put all the fucking hand traps together. And we'll save them to the last. Those. Yeah, we'll do this order. Exactly. We got the mag. Yeah, mag's in there. We'll do all three of the engines simultaneously. So, do it like this, and then we'll go. Something of an order like this. I think so. Those will go on the back. These will go on the front. Yeah, we'll do a quick deck profile. I'll show you everything that we've done to the deck. All this fancy stuff. So what I will do is I will go ahead and switch this. Of course, it's not going to fucking get the right one. Cool. Yeah. So, we're going to start off the deck profile. I'm going to move all this stuff. Move this up here. That's fine. I'll move it over here. I'm going to kick this light on. I'm going to kick this light off. You should be able to see pretty damn well. A little dark, but it'll be fine. I want it to where I can do the deck profile and you can actually see it and not be so much fucking glare in this room. So, we're going to do it like this. I have a light on this fucking camera, by the way, so we'll just turn that on. There you go. Better? Awesome. Looks like there's junk all over it, too. I'll just turn the fuck off. Cool. So, let's go ahead and get on with this. Because you'll see the lights hit me right in the face. So, we'll do the main, the extra deck, and then the side deck. Like we typically do. Except, this is a live deck profile, and yeah, you guys have never seen this. So, we're going to start with 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pretty simples. Don't really need an explanation for that. Do 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Did we just lose the stream? No, we didn't. I think we just lost the stream. Hold on. Hit that. Wait. What the fuck? It says we're live streaming, but then it also says, hey, we've lost the stream. Oh, we're good. Okay, never mind. I don't know what the fuck happened. Don't ask me. Anyway, so let me restart this. I don't know if anybody fucking was able to see it or not. So we're doing the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. This is from my Blue Eyes, by the way. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the fucking channel, but we don't play anything that's bad. 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Very self-explanatory. Pretty simple. We are playing 3 Maiden with Eyes, 3 Maiden of White. Jesus Christ. Best card in the deck. Everybody knows. You should know it by now. If you don't, there was other deck profiles I've done where you can, hear me talk about the cards. 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. I mean, that's, again, one of the best starters in this deck. I mean, yeah, if you get the side of the engine popping off, like, your opponent's gonna be really pissed. Because, like, that's a lot. For your one-ofs, I don't know why the other one ain't fucking up here. You play Bestial Magnamut and the Kaiser Seahorse. I mean, I went over these last time, but I mean, these are just your two bridge engines that you have to run. If you don't, then you can't get to the other side. You're just gonna be stuck on like the primary engine. And then we didn't have this last time, but we have 3-barrel now. So when we have 3-barrel. I've had it for like a week and a half. But yeah, I have barrels. This means I can play the entire deck. So spells, 3 wishes. Best fucking card ever printed for Blue Eyes, honestly. It does everything you could want it to do and more, especially with banishing itself, which means it, True Light doesn't recognize because it's not the graveyard, so it just automatically clears itself. So you can search another and follow up, search another card. 1 roar, 1 field spell. I didn't get the ultra. I ordered the ultra. They shipped the cards and did not give me the ultra, and then they refunded me. So that was fantastic. I did try to upgrade. To no avail. So here's my thing. I've noticed it doing this, and I don't know why, because my frames are good. Why does it keep fucking my stream? I'm doing it so I can see everything. That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that. But, I mean, we've gotten this far, so we're just gonna keep it rolling. 3 load. Right. Self-explanatory, searches a card and special summon below straight from deck. I mean, really expensive, but really necessary to play this deck. Especially if you're gonna play it in the capacity that we do. So, I do recommend you play load if you're gonna play this deck, and also drill beam. Gotta have the drill beam. Have to. I mean, I've been completely undefeated with this deck. I don't think this deck is the best deck in the room. Don't get me wrong. We're going to talk about that deck today. Gotta play these, and necessary for the engine. Of course. Everybody should know this by now. And then, if you can guess, the rest of this is not engine. All this. Every fucking card right here. So we play 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Effect Failures, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ghost Spell, 3 Infinite Impermanence, or 3 Nibiru, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. I mean, you can add it up all you want. That is like fucking 21 non-engine cards. Oh, that is ridiculous. If I had Dominus Impulse, or Dominus Purge, I would play it over the Bell, and I would play 1 Mullen Charmy over one of these, and 1 Purge. So you would play 2 Purge and 3 Mullen Charmy. So, I could easily afford the Dominus card and the Mullen Charmy. The Mullen Charmy would take me a little bit, but the Dominus cards I could definitely get easy. Which I eventually will. It's coming soon. It's just, I'm just slowly financing stuff. I'm not gonna like make a big deal out of it because I'm not gonna rush into it. I'm not going back on my professional runs until April. So toward the end of April. So the end of April is where I start traveling to go and play at the PPG event. If you don't know, I got my own personal invite to play at the professional games, PPG. Again, we have the fucking token, whatever. I really wish I had my other tokens, but I lost them a long time ago, unfortunately. So, we're going to start off with the Synchros in this deck, and those who have not seen my deck profiles will be amazed. So, 1 Ultimate, 2 Spirit, and the last one. So, this is all the Synchros we play. I don't believe if you play Crimson Dragon that it's beneficial at all. I have Blazar. I don't play Crimson Dragon. I don't play Blazar. I think Cypher is horrible. I think it's horrible. Because the first thing they're going to do when they see that card is they're going to try to impermanent. And you automatically have to burn and negate off of this guy to get there. Or off the Blazar, or however the fuck you want to do it. More than likely, they go and they make the Cypher on the first turn, which puts them in nib range, so they lose the nib on the first turn if you don't know how that works. So yeah, I don't believe it's smart. I never play into Nibiru half the time, and when I do, I know the hand. Okay. I know what you got. I know every card you add. You need to be putting like mental documentations in your brain, like how many cards is he playing, like at all costs, slow down the game. Like, do it in a way to where you're playing at an acceptable pace, but you've slowed down the game immensely. So that's what you want to try to do, especially in this card game. So it's 4 synchros and that one. The rest of them are dog shit. One of each fusion. I'd probably bump this up to 2. Honestly, I've had times to where if I had 2 Tyrant Dragons, I could do some hella damage. So I'd say bump this up to 2 would be fun. Ultimate, you know, never make the fucking thing. Everybody knows this. This is like a 10 times different deck profile than you've seen before. This is like an actual, like, I'm taking coaching now, and things are different. So I play 1 Typhon. I only play this for the ultimate Slayer target, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've made this one time. I don't believe so. If I have, I don't remember making it. I mean, I guess it's just glad just to have, like, as like a backdoor kind of solution. But, like, at the same time, it doesn't really fucking matter. It's fucking Typhon. So I play 1 Typhon, just with the fucking shits and giggles. And then we have a bunch of links. So we're going to start with our link 1s, which are 2 Spirit Dragons. So we were playing this at 3. I cut it down because, obviously, the way I play it now is much better. We have both cards. There's no need to play 3 of a card that's not going to really facilitate anything but just follow up. So, yeah, just play 2 of it. Search as a field spell, special summon, blow us from grave. It's cool. It's great. It's fantastic. To facilitate that, we are playing double seals. I do believe you always play 2 seals because, like, you can make seals twice. It's really good. I don't really have a problem with it. Play 2 seals. I think 2 seals is the way to go. So then we play SP, Lina, I play Celine, and I play an access code. Now, my main reason for playing these cards, they're extremely good. You're always going to get things off with these cards. These cards are great. They're clean, they're fantastic. If it's a little blurry, I do apologize. But just know it's because it's a little dark. And I will eventually have better things for this. It's just right now, where the table is in this room, there's a fucking light right above it. So, as soon as you kick on the fucking light, it glares the fucking cards, and you can't see them. So, you're actually able to see the cards better like this. So, that's why I've got them turned off like this. So, yeah. That's the whole extra deck. Extra deck is clean 15. Main deck's 42. And, the side deck is clean 15 as well. So, we're going to start off with the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Solemn Judgment. I believe, like, there's no better card to play than Solemn Judgment. I was on Strike. I didn't like Strike because when people go into this deck, they're going into this deck with Lightning Storm, Dusters. If I have Judgment, it just shuts it off automatically. A big one that I quickly changed for the Raziel matchup specifically his talents. I did get off against a maliss player, and I kind of took him for his money because I know how the Griffin lock works. I'm really good with it. So specifically, I have a card that outs the Griffin. So he had to try. The line he went was horrible, by the way. He didn't really have a choice. Like, it was either he's going to do something to proc the ulti slayer, or he was going to hard lose to it. So he had to proc his traps. He then went a weird route and ended up, I believe he chained Bow, and he brings back like binder, and then he puts on like I forget, it was like fucking IP or some shit, but I forget what it was. But he went this weird line, and I was just able to see it, move forward, and play through it pretty easily. I didn't really have a lot of hard times. The Rise Hill players that I faced, I've talenced about every single one of them. This card's cracked against them. So you go talents take, they have to go detonator, pop the detonator, and at that point you win the game, because whatever you take, it doesn't matter, because you're not playing the normal variant. You're playing the kind that just hard deals with detonator automatically. So like, you take the detonator, and any normal special summon, you turn it into SP effect to banish it. They chain detonator to pop it. You chain to move them, and then it has to chain again to pop it. So when you do that, you get through all the materials at once, even with the twins. Like, it's so easy. Like, I mean, I didn't think it was that good. At first, I was like, I don't know, man, that's kind of stupid. Now you're also speculating that they don't have any back row, which typically you try to handle the back row first. If you don't have the choice, you have to deal with the monster. You got to deal with the detonator. Then Yu-Gi-Oh! Now it's like, how well can you deal with the detonator? That is basically what we're down to. It's basically the same thing of like what a Rise Heart was. So a Rise Heart was this, pain in the ass that everyone had to deal with. The Macrocosmos that had a once per turn banish a card face down. Well, you got what you asked for. You have now another Xyz monster that doesn't attach material, but has not a once per turn pop. And then they make a card like Twins of the Eclipse, which is just fuel for the fire for that card. So the question is like, do they ban Eclipse clones? No, they don't, because there's nothing wrong with that card. That card's fine. The way that card functions, it functions as a fair card. The card that you have to ban eventually is going to be Detonator. You're going to have to deal with Detonator. There's no way around it. You can try and be like, oh, you could ban Rise of Cross. It's like, no, you have to ban that card. It has to be Detonator, because even in the main deck, they have plugin. So they can run two plugin if they want. 3 is a little bricky for my taste. So they could run 2 plugins. They could always have one, or they could run 3 just to have it as an extender at any given point in time. The only thing is the field spell kind of restricts them from having another one, which, I mean, fucking what it is. I did have an opponent make 2 Detonator on me, and that was probably the roughest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because if you talent it, you're still losing to it because they have 2. And that's a problem on its own. But what's funny is if you have 2 Detonators on the field, the field spell says you can only control 1, by the way. You can only control 1 Xyz monster with each name while that card's on the field. So that's fucking wild. So if you get rid of it, you can Twins of the Eclipse and bring another Detonator back. Kind of wild, but that's just like what ifs. Anyway, so 3/3. We're also playing 3 Lancia. You're going to notice in this meta there's a lot of 3s because there's certain cards you need to see in these situations and you have to be able to see them in order to win. We play 3 Lancia for obviously Maliss. I know Maliss really well. And in this video we're going to talk about Maliss videos. This stream we're going to talk about Maliss a lot. 3 Ultimate Slayer. Ultimate Slayer is like one of the best cards in the game. Getting it out to detonator. They have to have something to back it up, and then for the Mirror of Blue Eyes, you play this shit. So, that's currently what I play. I think it's the most correct. The talents I go back and forth on because I'd rather it be like Xyz Encore. If this is Xyz Encore, I win that matchup 10 times out of 10. Now what pisses me off, and I'm going to go ahead and explain it now. This card needs limited. I'm fucking tired of this card. I've never said this in my life. I'm tired of fucking triple tactical talents. Limit this card at least to 1. I'm fucking tired of this thing. I play it. I have it. I understand. I'm fucking tired of this card. Because in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to play 6,000 hand traps. So don't get me wrong. I understand the game. I understand everything about it. Here's what I don't like. I don't like that if I open up 3 hand traps, 2 non-engine cards, 1 a brick, 1 a starter, you fucking talents, you rip the starter and it wins the game. I'm fucking sick of this shit. I mean, it happens all the time too. Like, it's so annoying. I'll open up and I'll have just 4 fucking non-engine cards and a Sage. This is how it is. You open up just like this. You don't have a fucking intern. Because first action for me is I would always drop the imperm when I can. Because I don't want a card to resolve. That thing's dangerous. And, you know, I don't want to shotgun hand traps. I used to shotgun hand traps, I don't anymore. I know all the choke spots and the weak points in each deck. Even the rogue decks, I know them all. I just started studying the meta just randomly. Something I wanted to do, and I'm already prepared for Orcus because I already know how to fucking deal with that deck. So, a really good way to deal with Orcus, if you don't know, is Great Keeper's Inscription. If you don't have the cards to probably get it, you can just stop effects from activating the graveyard and it shuts them down automatically. But I'm tired of having to lead with an imperm, which I'm down 1 card right now. And then I go Ash, they go Talents, they rip the fucking Sage, and now I'm on a top deck. Automatically, right out of the gate. I don't have a chance. I do not have a chance in the world to play this hand out, because I'm probably going to draw a brick, which I think they need to check talents. They have to check this card. I'm fucking tired of it. You want to ban it? That's fine. Ban it. I don't fucking care. I don't think that this card is fair. I don't think that it's fun. I don't think that it's interactive. I don't like talents. And I'm going to kind of like express the reasons why I don't like this fucking card. Number 1. There's a card that is banned that says specifically draw 2 cards. This card has 3 fucking effects. The first one, you draw 2 fucking cards. The second one, you take control of a monster your opponent controls and it doesn't target. So it's a fucking... It's like 3 fucking go cards put together. It's like fucking Pot of Greed, Change of Heart that doesn't target, and fucking Forceful Sentry. Like, I'm over this fucking card. Like, this card needs banned. Ban, limited, something. Like, you have to hit this card. It doesn't make any sense to me to keep this card around. Like, what the fuck is it doing? Like, a card like Judgment, you have to go first for this thing to be good. Like, there has to be, like, a stipulation to make this good. You can go first, you can go second with this card, The going first has been pissing me off lately. Because I borrow cards all the time. I went down to locals the other day. And I go, cool, I'm going to activate. We were not in the draw phase. We were in the main phase. And I'm waiting for my opponent to make a meaningful action to get my Mole Charming off. I borrow the Mole Charming, I don't have them. So, I go activate Mole Charming. They go, okay, that's cool. Resolution, talents, look at hand. Whips the starter, passes turn. Comes back to me, I got nothing, I pass. He goes, knows what I have, draws into another fucking talents, rips the only other card that's gonna stop me, then he just kills me. I'm just like, you know, sometimes there has to be reasons for shit. Okay, first of all, this card needs fucking ban limited something. Okay? Detonator doesn't need hit right out of the gate. If it goes to 1, I wouldn't be fucking shocked at all. They're not gonna hit a Twitch cleanse. That's way too fucking early to hit a card like that. Oh, that just goes on the side deck. Make sure I don't have any other side deck cards in here. But yeah, you can't hit a Twitch Eclipse Twins, Jesus fucking Christ. Because that's like way too early to hit a card like that. But like, talents, like this card's gotta go, man. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Another card that does need banned. I'm sorry for all of you that don't like Malice and all this other shit. I understand. But Lancia needs banned. I said it. I don't care. This card needs banned. You don't like lingering floodgates is exactly what the fuck this is. This card needs banned. It needs to go. Next, Gatekeeper's Inscription is going to need to go. Because that's a card that says, hey, guess what? Orcas can't play. Which is not okay. Cards that say you cannot play the game or cannot even attempt to play the game are not fair and they need to go. Artifact Lancia is one. This card needs to go. This card needs to go. This card needs to go. You see what I'm getting at here? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fair. This card, it's fine. These are fine. They're healthy. Even these are fine. You can do some countermeasurement to stop Ultimate Slayer. You can activate spells and traps to stop this card. There is counterplay to stop Ultimate Slayer. There are not counterplays to really stop Lancia. You have to have call by and or cross out to stop the card. In Malice, I don't play cross out. I play thrust because this card is going to resolve whether I fucking want it to or not. And that's just how it's going to be. Whether if I'm getting Lancia this turn or the next turn, it's going to happen. So I have to play through it to some extent. So, as you can see, like, this is getting a little out of hand. Do I think there's any card in this deck that needs banned? I don't think so. Because I don't play Droll. I think Droll needs limited. Now I do think... I don't think there's any card in here I think it needs banned. I think they're all pretty fair in this deck. Yeah. Every card in this deck's pretty fair. I do think all the Mole Charmers at some point in time are going to get limited to some capacity. Which would be fair. Because you can't just have a bunch of Max C cards and say, oh, I draw a bunch of cards, and if you don't immediately pass your turn, I'm eventually going to drop another one, and then you are going to end your turn. And then, even if you establish a board, which I did it in Columbus. I established a board with Mitsurugi Ryzil, and I had to play into the Charming. It was my only way to win, and I went the time and had to lose because I was just down a little bit lower in my points. But my opponent did agree that if we wasn't playing the time that he definitely would have lost because the board I put up was just so immaculate. And I fucking know this shit. I played Mitsurugi Raizal for a long time. I know that if I get you in that grind and I start really grinding you down and negating everything, you will run out of resources because every card I negate is going to be meaningful. I know you're going to start off with like 10 fucking cards, and I just don't care. Because with Mitsurugi Raizal, if you Maliss Army them, you're in a world of fucking shit if you ain't got no non-engine to back that up. Which, that was the case that he was in too. He really didn't have the non-engine to back it up. But I'll go ahead and put this up, and then we can get on to some real discussions. I can turn some lights back on. And all that good shit. Looks like the stream's actually going pretty well too. That's good. I was really worried about the stream because it was acting up big time. Like I said, I love this fucking deck box, dude. This deck box is amazing. Let's see if I can crush this down a little bit. It's got some air in the fucking sleeves because they're new. But like, yeah, definitely recommend Imperial Maliss. I have multiple products, and I am buying multiple products from them. I'm actually buying more Minotaur sleeves. I'm buying them in the white, so I can, have them for Maliss and whatnot. But yeah, and this is also their playmat. I can stop the slide. I mean, it's fucking nice. It's a playmat I've used for a long time, and I really do recommend if you're going to, pick up like any products, you do it through them. Oh, I got kicked from Dueling Book for inactivity? That's amazing. Let's do Dueling Book. Awesome. Let's see. I believe I'll have to reload it up. So we'll get on my Dueling Book and I'll show you everything there is to behold. I'll see if it should be updated with the latest Maliss list that we had. If there's anything not up to date, I will get it up to date. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that's not up to date here. Main deck's not. Check that out. So we do play. Unfortunately, I thought I would have this on there by now, but apparently not. We play the One Card of Soul. How's it extra deck? We don't play Bow. I don't play Griffin. Oh, this looks fine. Yeah, it's all good. So that's cool. But I do play the Transcode. We'll explain everything. Rightfully so. I mean, I would expect that people have a lot of questions about. We do play the Nightmare Server, so yeah, this is something that we do play. So this should be the extra deck. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Open enough to get anything. Let me go ahead and kick on the slide so y'all can fucking see. There we go. Then these are not in there at all. There's no other Maliss Armies in this deck besides the main. And this, I've seen people not do this too. But we play Rust. So I play triple copies of Thrust. I play 3 very good targets. So I play Artifact Sanctum for the mirror. Play Different Dimension Ground for those Graveyard Reliant decks. And the other card that I do play is Dimension. I can't even spell. It's not going to be on there. There it is. Dimension Mirror. So this is a side deck I also rock too. We'll go ahead and save this. I don't know why the fuck that this thing isn't saved. But I mean, I guess each to their own. So this is maliss. I need to minimize my webcam so you can see. Ta-da! Okay, cool. But as you can see, this is my deck. This is what I play. What the fuck does that look like? Shit. Well, that's fucking bothering me. Oh god, not that fucking shit. Let me just mess everything up midstream, huh? Right, anyway. So this is everything I play. I think everything is like self-explanatory here. So, again, we're playing, you know, fucking the three-door mouse, white rabbits, the chesty cat. There's really nothing to say here because this is not something that's like, oh, this is insane. This is going to be the list of people going to be playing at YC Las Vegas, and those of you who are not familiar with this list need to get a little familiar with it because it has a lot of moving parts. And the moving parts are they're back to playing terahertz. There's some lists that still play Griffin, I will say. There are going to be still some players that still play Griffin, but with Metal Tronus moving in, and you notice Metal Tronus is not in this deck list. That's because this list handles it very well. It has Ash Blossom and the Impulse to take care of it. It also Bay Deck Shifter, which is pretty damn good. I don't care what deck you're playing. On top of that, this deck hard counters the Blue Eyes deck. So if Blue Eyes goes against this, ain't no fucking way they're beating this. Because there's too many moving parts. There's too many cards that just auto counter. Number one, you don't want your opponent to Ash Blossom your I forget what it's called. The spell. The Eyes of Blue, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm talking about. I literally just showed the card on stream and I forget what the fuck it's called. Anyway. You ask that, you basically auto kill it. You Shifter, they literally cannot resolve Maiden, so they basically just lose the game on the spot. The Bestials take care of the Maiden in the first place, and can also take care of key parts in the deck like Blue Eyes, etc. Impulse shuts down the seals on the crackback. Then Imperm's okay-ish. I would use my Imperms wisely. If I had like one Imperm and no other interruptions, I would wait for them to go link 1 because you're wanting to hit the link 1 because both of its effects are really good and you want to hit it. If the Sage adds a level 1 Light Tuner and gets to the Maiden, that is what it is. I mean, not really much we can do about it. But going into the turn, if they choose to do that route, they're probably going to try and go for the Devil Spirit Dragons. And when they do that, you wait for them to tag one out into an Omni, and they tag the other out into the Crimson Dragon. You're then going to Imperm the Crimson Dragon, and then when they respond to it via another effect or whatever, you can start activating like some Bestials and actually start outing the cards, because if you can get the Ball Drake in a Jewel Swarm situation, as soon as they summon it, you can go Ball Drake, tribute the Jewel Swarm to banish it. If they negate and destroy it, that's fine. This activates and it will send the other one. So you can get into a situation like that. Again, this is just a lot of knowledge from being behind the deck for a long period of time. Like, I understand Maliss like the back of my hand. And also, going first, you're definitely saying against strikes against Ryzil, Maliss mirrors, just about anything you can think of. Not only that, but like turn 2, your opponent is probably going to lance you. We're just going to assume. So that's why we're on thrust now, and we sight in the cards necessary for thrust. Now, rather if we go second against blue eyes, and we need thrust targets, you can literally just sight in thrust and, the lightning storms, the regekis, all that good shit, and you're basically set. You don't have to do too much. It's basically in black and white for you, but this is my preferred build. I prefer the terahertz build because there's a lot of layers of interruption that are built up in the terahertz build. Like I said, first of all, you get a free spell and trap negate out of fucking nowhere. That shit's amazing. I typically don't do this until my opponent's turn. I typically get this in the grave first. That's something that a lot of people mess up a lot of the time. You do want this card in your graveyard as much as you possibly can. Now, this card is an extender as well. That's my main reason for playing Code of Soul. Because people really conflict with Dotscaper. I understand. You're tired of drawing Dotscaper. Understood. Like, it's no speculation at this point. People are tired of drawing Dotscaper. Dotscaper for me is just, 2 extra bodies. Like, I can go through all my maliss names, make it to Red Ransom. So, if you don't know Red Ransom is at this point, you got a problem. But Red Ransom, you can banish the Dotscaper here, and then Dotscaper revives itself. You can then turn those into Splash Mage. This goes to grave. Ooh. Splash Mage, bring it back, and you can turn it into a Link 3, Link 4, whatever. Whatever it be. But there are certain lines for certain situations. This is one I get questioned on a lot. Why the fuck are we on transcode? So, I can break this down pretty easily. So, transcode is a pretty situational card. This is a hard take for a lot of people, and they really don't understand why we're on transcode now. Transcode is like the fucking goat when it comes to getting as fast as you can to that access code line. It sets it up so well. To be able to make this, you need to do bestials on your opponent's turn. So when it rolls back to you, you have the ability to make transcode, because you'll have the bodies to be able to make the transcode after your opponent's turn. Transcode then converts into access code really easily. So you can transcode, special summon any Cyberse monster. So you just special summon Cyberse monster, you instantly go into access code. Go access code, you can banish basically a White Binder and Red Ransom, and it will literally, they'll both summon, it'll put you into 4 summons. You can do the Red Ransom effect. I wouldn't do it because you'll have the trap, and in the battle phase you'll get extra bodies, and then you will be able to just swing for game. Because more than likely, you'll have access to 2 traps because you will have the White Binder before you go battle. So, again, the transcode line is very simple, straightforward. If you don't know what you're doing with Malice, again, there's a Discord. You can always pay for coaching through Nash. This is what I've started doing. There's a lot of players in the game that understand Malice extremely well. I'm one of them. I did not play Malice out of the gate. I was going to play Malice, but it was a little expensive for me. But recently, I switched my tune, and I went back to playing Malice because I love the playstyle of this deck. I love the combos. I love everything about it. The only thing I don't like is Lancia, which obviously, if you're a Malice player, you don't like Lancia. That's understandable. anybody that, can't play the game because of a certain floodgate wouldn't like that card either. But yeah, I think the deck's really good. Also, I do want to show you all something. I do have the list post Alliance Insight on here too. So hold on. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like this, but welcome to Alliance Insight. Notice we only run 3 bestials now, because these are just 10 times better. So, welcome to the Alliance Insight list. Actually, yeah, this is exactly how I'd run it. So, as you see in this list, you'll notice there's something missing. And it's a card we just talked about. There's no transcode. Why is there no transcode? Because the lines to the OTK become that much easier once this stuff comes out. Because if you top deck this is an extender. This also starts the combo again. If you top deck this, you can turn this into your link decoder. If this is normal or special, it will add to hand any maliss card, and it will add this. You probably already ran through this, so we're just going to assume that you're adding a fucking maliss card off of it, which will probably be March Hare. So you add March Hare, you can then banish any of the names engraved, you can trigger them all, and then you get started. Specifically, people are wondering how to bridge to this. Very simple. I actually got the card in the middle today. It's fucking awesome. Hold on. My stupid, shitty ass binder is falling apart. Shazam! Cyberburst Wicket. Hell yeah. Anyway. Yeah. You can use Cyberburst Wicket. So, you have to use 2 Cyberburst monsters to make this card. Sounds pretty simple, but sometimes it's not that simple. So, but yeah, you make Cyberburst Wicket using 2 Cyberburst monsters. Now, people always have asked me, what is the game state that you make this card? I'll show you. So, there is a game state to where you'll open Chessy Cat and March Hare. These 2 work side by side. There are lines you can do. You could gamble. You could normal summon Chessy Cat, and then you could activate it to banish the March Hare. And then you could, draw 2, March Hare, bring itself back, which is typically what you do. But if you fail, you have to link this off for either Lingaribo or the Link Decoder. I would probably do Lingaribo, just for the sake of fucking impulse. And then go March Hare to banish the Chessy Cat, summon itself. And then, from this point, well, you have to do it from field. Right. Is that hand engraved? I think it's hand engraved, right? Oh, wrong one. Banish one of their maliss card from hand engraved. And wait, what the fuck is going on with my fucking eyesight right now? This card is in your hand. You can banish one of their maliss card from hand engraved. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So the line I was explaining is fucking right. I'm just fucking mind blown. Fucking dumb. God, I've played this a little bit, so just know that I do know the numbers. But yeah, this is where the line does come in from, because you go Chessy Cat, banish this, draw 2. If you still cannot play the game, you link the Chessy Cat off for Lingaribo or Link Decoder. I prefer Lingaribo because you can out the impulse. That's the reason I say this. Because no matter what happens, you still end on 2 bodies, even if you have the tribute to Lingaribo. So, You go March Hare, you banish Chessie, summons, Chessie activates, brings itself back, you now have 3 bodies. You can now do any maliss combo possible. Or, you can use the 2, you can go into a Cyber's Wicket, and then if you have another extender, as in the Wizard, the fucking Agnister, or any fucking Bestial, or even Gold Sark, which, if you're doing this line, you don't have Gold Sark. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Now, these cards, yeah, you're probably going to have them. It's pretty simple, but that opens up those lines. There's a lot of people that are like, I don't understand why they're playing Cyber's Wicket. I do, because it searches this fucking card. Like, you have to special summon a monster to a zone it points to get it to trigger. To make it, you have to have 2 Cyber's monsters, which is not exactly easy, but once a monster is special summoned to a zone it points to, it doesn't matter what it is. That's the point I'm making. The line I just explained to you does not lock you. Period. It does not. Now, most of the cards that are in this extra deck, you have to be wary, because once you summon these Adignisters, they lock you in the Cyber's monsters. Like, period. So, like, you can't Dual Swarm, you can't Mag, you can't make, Hazard Lizard Dose, you can't make Little Knight. Like, you get locked hard. Which, into this, I kind of do want to try and put the transcode back in, but another part of me says, first of all, it's going to get really difficult. I have to do a lot of testing with this, obviously. I know it very well. I understand what it's doing, but even I don't know the full spreadsheet of this version yet. But I do have the numbers right. That I do know. I have a buddy in the OCG. He gave me the numbers. He gave me the deck list. Like, what you would actually play in this deck. You don't really play Shifter because you want the Agnister cards to resolve. If you have to, you can play Shifter. But you have to shift the Agnister cards out because they conflict. Big time. If you didn't know that, it's a fucking thing. You don't have to do that, however, because these actually can play under Shifter. You just have to control Cyber's monster special summon from the extra deck to be able to summon these. No more special, you can add one, and then you have to discard a card, by the way. If you don't know how this fucking card works, that's how it works. This card right here, this special one back from the graveyard. You can choose to play it just to have it, or win the fuck ever, because I don't fucking know why. But yeah, there's cards you can do for certain situations. Now, a combo that is kind of convoluted and is like crazy as hell is you can start with this, activate its effect, add a Dormouse, then discard the Dormouse, link this off for a Lingeribo, then you can activate March Hare, banishing the Dormouse. Special summons the March Hare, Dormouse triggers, special summons itself back, and it's full fucking combo. That's like the weirdest shit ever. And it's all off of one fucking card, which is the Agnister and the March Hare. That's all you have to do. If those cards resolve, it's game over. Like, and they just do it by themselves. Like, you have to have like really good points of interaction to stop this version of this deck. This is the most powerful, I think, it's going to be, but we don't fucking know. They could print like more fucking Cybers cards, and if they do, they're just gonna keep being stronger. The main reason to play it is this guy. This is a code talker, adding Mister. This card is fucking insane. When first time I read it was like, I believe like last week. This is like when we first started the post alliance, testing, and holy shit, this card's bust as fuck. The only thing is I kinda want to cut the terahertz. I love terahertz. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love terahertz. I love terahertz. I love the spell and trap negate it, brings on. But at this point, it's just taking up 2 extra deck slots that could be used for, again, transcode talker utility cards that could be used in maliss. Which we did talk about this. We talked about this a lot. But the firewall seems almost not actual firewall terahertz seems pointless when you have this, because you're typically going to use the same materials to make this. Even though it will be a little more combo heavy, I need to see how this is going to translate going forward. Which we'll figure all this out. I'm going to make a spreadsheet for this, and I have to share it with my testing group first. I can't just post it on YouTube for everybody to see. If there's people that's in my testing groups, you probably will get to see this at some point. But this card is fucking cracked. So the minute you make this card and it resolves, it doesn't matter if they're drawing in the shit. It becomes like a Omni Negate from hell. But thank God, the Omni Negate is only once per turn, but it does banish the card, which is cracked. So, like I said, very powerful card. Omni Negate, that is once per turn. If not, I think this card would be banned. And rightfully so, because, every monster points to Kane's 500, so typically you're going to have like 3 monsters and arrows it points to. It's going to gain 15, so it's going to be at like a 38. Typically. So, it's just like whenever your opponent activates a card or effect, just fucking negate and banish it. Like, okay. I guess that's fair. But yeah. I think it's really good, really solid. Maliss is a lot of fun. I do like the deck. I do think that the deck, this is the strongest version of it. Now, one thing let's see, do I have, what all do I have on here? I have Dynamorphia, that's funny as fuck. It's probably like a shit list, right? Hold on. Oh yeah. God, my list used to be fucking terrible back in the day. That was before, like... Well, there you go. This is an old band list. Really old. Like, you can see, like, exactly what I used to play. 1 Albion. 2 Tragedy. A Dramaturge. So 1 Edge of a Chain. I don't remember how the fuck I done that. I think I just had 1 back in the day. So it was like 1 and I had like 3 Patchwork or whatever. Lord of Darkness, and you can see the general consensus of this deck and like what it beholds. The fusion turrets were basically dog shit back in the day. We didn't have like Cortesia, Guiding Quinn, none of that. I know it doesn't because it has Branded Sword in it. Branded Sword, and it has Branded Lost. I played Branded Lost because at the time it was a fairly good card. You could just send any monster from the extra deck to the graveyard to fulfill putting. I think it just puts back like what? You put back Fusion Monster. Yeah, and 1 special summon monster they control from the extra deck. Yeah, it's like that's fine. It doesn't matter. it was like it's a really bad card, but like when branded was like first a thing, like it's a pretty good list. I digress. So I guess now we need to go to TCG player, and I can kind of explain what I talked about the last time. So last time that I was on YouTube, which was probably the middle of the week, I believe. Maze the Master, what am I doing? Yeah, we're gonna talk about the set right now. My overall thoughts on the set is okay. The cards are highly overpriced. If you're gonna pay for these cards, be my guest. I wouldn't fucking do it. Especially when you got this shit going on. Ain't no fucking way I'm paying $100 for a 7-pack beyond. Ain't no fucking way. I'd wait for it to go down to like 70. 70, pull the trigger on. No, I think 70 is fine. 95, fuck you. Ain't not happening. This will drop for zombie fans. It's a really good card, by the way. I have read it. I do have a buddy that plays zombies and is very good. He is from Colorado. He is very good at zombies, and he has like giant zombie deck list. Really fucking good. But anyway, I digress. The most underrated archetype coming out in the set is probably Trickstar. So, again, you're not a fan of FTKs? I understand. I love FTKs. I think they're great for the game. It's just another alt win con condition. I think Trickstars are highly underrated. I do think that they do have a ceiling that can break through most of the barriers. The only thing they don't have is field spell like the gimmick puppets. That says why you can't do shit. But I digress. Trickstar has very tricky ways to play. I'm actually interested in picking up the Trickstar cards and learning how to perform the FTK. Because I understand that it does take some skills, piloting, and a bunch of shit, but it is nothing that I can't figure out, because I figured out Gimmick Puppet way before it came out. But I will be late to this one, because I don't know Trickstar, I don't know anything about it. I know they burn randomly, but I really don't know much about them. If I pick up the deck, I get a list, I start working with it, I'll figure it out in like minutes. It would not take me long. Plus, I have a giant testing group where I can figure out just about everything. And also, thank fucking God they printed this card. Thank God. I have waited so goddamn long for this fucking card. It literally pisses me off that it took them so long to make this goddamn card. Gimmick Puppet Fiendish Knight. The best Gimmick Puppet card. Like, holy fucking shit. It just pissed me off because I've been waiting for this card. This card should have been printed when the fucking set came out. Like, we should not have had to wait on Fiendish Knight. God damn, Konami. Another thing you should do is you should fucking, like, raise fucking the 2 Gimmick Puppets you limited to fucking, like, 3. Like, Gimmick Puppets is only good for the FTK. It doesn't have another win con. Besides getting lucky and like doing some beatdown plays, it doesn't do anything. So, I do think $2 is overpriced for this card. Yeah, I don't think you should be paying $2 for a Fiendish Knight. But for me, I'm probably gonna buy Fiendish Knight. I'm not going to buy just one of them. I will buy a playset because there could be, we have enough Gimmick Puppets now that if you did like a 60-card pile with Gimmick Puppets, you could probably win. You could probably win the entire regionals, entire event, and because of this card coming out, you could see Gimmick Puppets show back up. I have been anticipating this day for a very, very long time. And this one card does change the entire tenacity of Gimmick Puppets. but only by a good pilot, because you have to know how to use this card in order to perform the FTKs. This card can get the FTKs off. And I've had a lot of people say, oh, I don't understand the line that gets you there. I can show you. I can show you the line. I can show you the goo. Because I know everything when it comes to gimmick puppets. I'm not one person that jumped on and had a testing group of 3 and said, we automatically knew what it was. No, you didn't. Because when I play gimmick puppets, I fucking won. And I didn't have the horse cards because I'm a fucking genius. And I know how to play the fucking deck. I also do recommend that you pick up the horse cards. If you're going to play, we'll go ahead and move out for a second. Probably going to have to type them in setting. Not really, no. So, cards at an all-time low, like $20 fucking dollars. I'm gonna pick 3 of these suckers up. Boop! There you go. But I did. To play gimmick puppets, you do need this card. You need this card. You need the field spell, which is that's probably here. You need one of these. You need happy specifically, because you want to lower the chance of these getting bestialed if you can. I do understand that it's almost inevitable in some cases. You need this, the walls of the Imperial Tomb, and I believe that's it. I believe that's it for all that. You do need all this burial goods. Doesn't matter what rarity you want. If it's me, I'm definitely going for the one from Raging Tempest, because I like the older, nicer looking cards. You can get it for like about $5, and then if we're asking for me, I'm definitely playing like max rarity puppets at this point, which I have max rarity puppets. So you need the crystal bridge of salvation. It must be called something else. Yeah, there. Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. Oh, I'm sorry. So you need this. You need specifically this fucking card. And you also need, because we don't play the Emerald Tortoise because we're not playing tier. You need set rotation. You can get whatever rarity you want. I would prefer the QZR because it's like $3 fucking. And it was like 10, but I digress. So I mean, you have like all of these cards, like what they resort to for this deck is like so much. This deck is like really fucking good. The only other card you need for this deck is Dominus Impulse. By the way, you need Dominus Impulse to be able to establish and break the boards, and you do need the Maul Charming. You need Fugel. Realistically, which they're about 80 now, I would probably just buy these 3 and just get them for like 70 or whatever. If you have to buy them for 80, it is what it is, but like, it's kind of going up, but as this is, it'll continue to drop. But I don't know if you all have noticed, but there has been a giant decrease in Perulia in the sideboards, which does mean that Gimmick Puppets is basically wide open. Because if you remember when we watched Nats, where Gimmick Puppet first took off, Perulia was the only card that got in the way of that deck from winning mats. Gimmick Puppet actually got top 8 and top 64, but they both fell short to Peruli because they weren't expecting Peruli. Which at the time it may not have seemed like it, but it seems like really stupid that they didn't prepare for this card, because this card literally stops Gimmick Puppets in its tracks because you're supposed to summon from hand so many times. But I digress. So I will eventually get, all the fancy looking Gimmick Puppet cards, so you all can see the deck in action, and I'll get an updated deck profile on it, because obviously I'm like one of the best Gimmick Puppet players to ever exist in this game's history. So I will get the deck list out for you all to see. We will get results with Gimmick Puppets, and I'll get back with you all on that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I just want to talk about Gimmick Puppets a little bit. The deck's still good, don't get me wrong. That deck's really hard to fucking stop. And let's see. Oh, of course it's not gonna be on there now. God damn it. There it is. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll get back on what we were doing. I just fucking was excited that fucking Fiendish Knight finally came back. Before we go any further, I do want to see how much the trick store cards are. I don't think that they have gained anything, any sort of hype. Oh, this is perfect. I can get behind this. I can 100% get behind this. This card, if this is the only expensive card that I have to get besides this one, I just need a list. So I need to get into and find the old pros of this deck. If I can do that, well, I think we got something cooking. Because I would like to play this deck. Everything's cheap. I believe I can get the whole core for under 100. That's what it's looking like. These are going to be your expensive cards. I think they play 3 of this. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see if I can text somebody and I can get the list right now. I am curious. I just want the list, and I want to see how much it is. Oh my god. No! Because I'm really curious on this deck, because I do want to see if this deck's any good. Because I understand how everything is, and I can't really. There will be some people that just throw a fucking random ass list, which we don't really care about. So, what the fuck is this? That's not an SCG list, by the way. That's fucking wild. You sent me the wrong list. God damn it. Can we get a fucking list? Is that it? Think some of the right list this time? Oh my god, he sent me the right list. Holy shit. Okay. So, you only need one of this card? We have a list. Oh, this is a fucking Marine Cess card, right? But it's also a Trickster card. But it's always treated as Marine Cess, so how the fuck does that work? What the fuck? It looks like it's just like this is an extender. So there's 3 Candida, 3 Lycras, right? You know, I was wanting to see Trickstar Festival, Trickstar Fusion, fucking Angel Blue Tears. I mean, this shit's pretty legit. And it can play fucking Herald. We might have us a winner, boys. We might have us a winner. Their list is a little bit different because, gotta remember, they have 1 reincarnation, we have 3. So that could be something that stands in the way too. But yeah, are you fucking serious? How the fuck is that okay? I have to pick this up now. That's all I needed to see. If there's some serious 1-card combos in this deck, and I have a way to perform like some serious FTKs, that part of that effect is not okay. That should not be the case. What's all the cards looking at hands like? Fucking Deep Sea Minstrel, now fucking this Trickstar card? What the fuck? What's that, man? It should interest me. I was interested before I knew anything. Yeah, I mean, I think I can put the list together and we can figure some shit out, huh? Let's go back to Dueling Book. Of course, I've got to change a few things. We'll use this one. We'll go back to Dueling Book on this one. And we will try to put this Trickstar deck together. Jesus Christ. Now, do know that, number 1, I'm sick. Number 2, I've never played Trickstar, so I don't know what the cards do. None of them. I know Reincarnation because I used to play a Labyrinth deck that had Reincarnation and Droll in it, so kind of broken, but it is what it is. Okay. So the easiest one, I think the bigger card that I'm looking for is called Lilybell. Is it this one? It is not. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, so they play one of this card. So we're just going to start learning while we're here. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control, or Trickstar monsters, you can spell some of this card from your hand. During the damage step, when your Trickstar monster battles an opponent's monster, with effect, you can send this card from hand to the graveyard. That monster you control gains attack equal to its original attack until the end of this turn. So it just like doubles the attack, essentially. Right? If I'm reading that correctly? I think. Okay. Obviously, the card that everybody knows. And any FTK list that you've seen has Candida in it. When it was normal summon, add a Trickstar card. Each time your opponent activates this spell trap card, inflict 200 damage to them immediately after it resolves. So it has to resolve. This card has to be on field to apply that effect, of course. So, okay. We've made it this far. So now I guess we're going to get into what would be the new card, right? Yeah. So one of these. One Trickstar Angel. We went over this. Link Summon looks at points fucking cards. That's so stupid. I don't understand why a card just does that. We can update this list. We can change the list. It doesn't really matter. I just need a base to go off of. 3 of this card, which is what I thought. So I was right about putting out the money for it. We do want the Trickstar cards first. We will worry about everything else after. So it looks like this is a new one, and they're playing 3 of them. Okay. So they're playing 3 of that. They're playing 1 of Lilybell. And this is all the monsters. So we're going to get into the spell. If I can find it. It's fusion. Is it festival? It is festival. So they play double festival. We'll get into the terraformers and shit later. They do play a Trickstar fusion. Play 3 of what I would just guess is, yeah, it is. It's fucking last stage. So we have 3 last stage. Do they have the Angel of Blue Tears? I know they have 1 Trickstar. 1 Trickstar Trap. 1 Defusion. And there's another trap that I'm not seeing, and it's called Maiden of Blue Tears. That one's kind of familiar. So I'm going to type in Blue Tears. And it pulls up both the cards that we're looking for. Okay. And that realistically should be all the cards that we should need. They're also playing a terraforming. We do want to try to keep the consistency exactly the same as they do. For obvious reasons. So we got prosperity, we got that, and I think the rest is to be desired. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of non-engine room. So we're going to start with Herald of the Arclight because it can play a shit ton of fairies. So we will be playing Herald of the Arclight because unfortunately for us, it's a 3. Fortunately for us. Ash Blossom, I think it's very important. These are all light, and I'm pretty sure the extra deck is probably exactly the same. So we're going to attempt to play Dominus Index, or Dominus Purge. So Dominus Purge. We'll also play fucking Imperms. Three Imperms. We'll also do the Moltrum. Grua. And then, I think on top of that, we will play random talents. I don't want talents. Let's do a called by instead. I'm not a big fan of a 1-of. That's so stupid. I hate that fucking art. It's like the dumbest fucking thing they could have done. So, from what I understand, the entire extra deck are Trickstars, I believe. I'm not fucking smart when it comes to Trickstar. I don't know anything about Trickstar. Again, I'm telling you things straight out of facts. I have no fucking idea what this deck does. it does play a random Bagooska, apparently. Like I said, I'm more interested in, I think the actual version we have. I would love the old art, but until they put it in fucking games, I don't want to see it. So, we do want to play the list exactly the way that they have it. We will change it when we get to that point. So they are playing this one. They have... Is it this one? I think it's this one. I'm trying to zoom in and see if I can catch the name of it. I can't see. I think that's it. I would assume so. It's like the only one I see like that, so I'm going to assume that that's the one. Because that one's hard to tell. Two different Holly Angels, apparently. Can you play one of this one? Two of these? Is there a difference? Hold up. Oh, I probably have to. No, I don't. Yeah, I fucking don't. Is it just an alt art? Is that all it is? That's an alt art. I just put fucking 3 of that damn thing in there. But I do know that there's more than just one type of fucking holly. I assume that's what they're fucking doing. I mean, that's fine. Which art do I prefer? That one looks cooler. I think it's fucking one out. We'll do that one. This art just looks cooler, in my opinion. So, 2 of this fucking thing. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't know this fucking thing at all. This is typically how I go about learning different archetypes. Is I'll have a buddy of mine send me a list. I will look over the list and then I will decide like what I'm gonna do. 2 of those and then the weird one, Bloom. So they don't play the new one? Why? I kind of want to take out a fucking Holly. There's a new one. What does the new one do? Adds a blue tears card? Bruh. What the fuck? Why are they not playing this? Does it do the same thing? No, it doesn't. Damage check. Normal spell summon to inflict 200 damage. 200 damage. 200 damage. 200 damage. Does this inflict damage? I would assume so, because that's what they all do. It does not. But it does have the ability to target a face-up card in the field and destroy it. Okay. Okay. Well, we've now met a bypass because there is a card that needs played. Let me see if he sent me anything on it. The name of the game for the Trickstars is FTK. I don't want to take the FTK away from it, but I do believe 3 of a card is too much. when you need this to search this shit. Makes sense? Well, I think this is kind of just natural. So I think you still play this card. I'm not just playing it because, oh, it's a new fucking card. Like, no, I see that it adds these cards, which kind of good, kind of what the deck wants to do anyway. If we're gonna play the fucking cards, we need a way to search it. I mean, I get it. I get that, you know, sometimes people don't want to look at a weird ass archetype that FTKs. That might actually cause a problem. But no, here we are. And we have the. We'll go ahead and save this. We want to learn how to play some tricksters? Okay. Let's see if we can figure out how to play trickster. Oh God, no! God damn it. It should. I did save it, I'm pretty sure, so we should be okay. Well, let's learn how to play some trickstars, huh? I mean, I'm down. I don't know anything about this deck. I'm not any fucking thing. We'll just solo. I'm not trying to trickster. I'm not trying to get anybody involved in this. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This hand's kind of shit. This card is sent to the graveyard. If you link summon a Trickstar monster, you can add one Trickstar Fusion or Trickstar Diffusion. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is, but. Well, normal. Oh, where the fuck's the extra deck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, I bet you I threw him in the side for this fucking thing. Oh, I bet you I did too. You fucking idiot. Oh my god. No, I'm not going to play. Quit. I bet you I did. But. Start. Ah, you fucking idiot. Oh my god. Maybe we'll get there today, guys. I hate that they do it like that. Like, that's like ass backwards to every other simulator. It's so fucking shit. What one did I lose? I have both hollies. It's a fucking one that doesn't know. God damn it. Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about this. Why do I punish myself? Yes, we understand. Die. I understand I lost one of the cards. Like, genuinely kiss my ass. Okay, I know which one it was. Yeah, it's the fucking one I think's weird as shit. Okay. I can find it. Oh. This is the one I lost, by the way. It's fucking weird. Anyway. Deck as. Let's go back to the door room and roll okay. So normal Candina. We'll declare Candina here. Yeah, we'll act like one main phase, whatever. Doesn't really fucking matter. We're just learning anyway. Using a link. They have link 1s in this deck, correct? They do. The new one is link 1. These ones are link 1s. So there's just a bunch of link 1 and 2. Oh, they have 3s and 4s as well. Okay. Okay. Here's a 2. Foxglove is a 3. Okay. You're the new link 2, which really isn't worth going into most of the time. Okay. Do the link 1s provide any combo? You can only special level summon once per turn. When a monster is destroyed by battle involving your Trickstar monster while this card is in graveyard, you can banish this card, destroy a card. Okay. Like, what the fuck ever. Make your opponent draw a card. Oh, yeah, because you can burn them. Right. You can also burn them for every card in their hand. Oh, it does it simultaneously, so as soon as they draw, it fucking does it. So it's a once per turn effect, too. Okay. I mean, well, genuinely, we have the list for this. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where the fuck we're going with it, but we're getting somewhere. That's like the fucking thing, dude, is like, I have to see where this goes. Right now, I don't see a line. I don't. I really fucking don't. Because it has to be able to play on one card. It has to. There's no fucking way it don't. Wants to know the monsters is just fucking unaffected. That's crazy. So if you can destroy this card by battle or card effect, it doesn't say how. Special summon a link 2 or lower Trickstar monster from your extra deck, then inflict 200 damage for each card that they control. Interesting. This is a weird FTK deck, if I do say so myself. It's not as easy as Gimmick Puppets, where Gimmick Puppets was, you know, give your opponent a monster, burn them. This is make your opponent do things and burn them. So, I'm going to go for the weirdest line, which is Trickstar Blue. So, we did declare the Trickstar Candina, so let's go ahead and resolve the Candina. We do need a good extender. This can do the thing, and it can get to the fusion. The fusion, using the extra deck from hand or field, which, what does it take to make the extra deck monster? It takes 2 Trickstar. That's not fucking good. I mean, I guess, like, use special out, I can do the thing, right? Then what happens? This card is, you can add 1 Trickstar card, connect a hand with a different name, the card you control, and in your graveyard. Okay, so we've gotten some sort of combo going on here. So, let's go do that. Let's see if that line can go anywhere. So is it this one? Yeah. To hand. So we are going to add the hoodie. And then we are going to link this. No, fucking the grave. Get out of here. For the balloon. Special summon. Declare, makes the opponent draw a card, whatever, doesn't really matter. Then it inflicts 200 damage for each. Let me get my pen. That way we can track life. Yes, I know it has a fucking counter on it. I don't give a shit. I'm tracking it IRL. I don't feel like typing it in on there. I'd rather just do math in my head. Thanks. With FTK decks, it is better to have a pen and paper to do the math. That's how I typically do. So 8,000. Your opponent starts with 5 cards. They're going to draw 6. And you're going to burn them for 200 for each card in their hand. That's 1,200. So they're automatically at 6,800 life points. So all in all, pretty good. So we're already at 68. Yeah, like I said, I can't deduct theirs, but I can deduct mine. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. So this is going to be for them. So y'all can get a visual of our life point count. And then because you control, it does activate. So I need to declare. And we'll special summon. I don't think it matters if it's in the zone. This card is sent to the graveyard as link material for a link summon. You can add 1 Trickstar Fusion or a Trickstar Diffusion. Okay. So I think the next possible card to go into would be to go into the Noble Angel, which is the card we added. So we'll go to grave, and we'll get this to grave, and we will make the Noble Angel Holly. And we will go chain link 1 Holly, and we'll go chain link 2 Hoodie, and we'll go get the Trickstar Fusion. So let's get Trickstar Fusion. I don't think oh, we did have Diffusion. Okay, so you can technically add this card because we play them both. Very interesting. But we are going to add the Trickstar Fusion, which is this card right here. And then we get to add a blue Tears card from deck to hand. My guess is you add this. And that's exactly what we're going to fucking do. You're fucking kidding me. Ain't no fucking way it says that. This is the first time I'm reading this fucking card? Oh, you can only use 1 effect. Oh, fuck. I was about to say, this shit is crazy. Okay. Ooh. I was like, ain't no fucking way. So you could technically Trickstar Fusion, but your one face-up monster on the field. Its controller takes damage equal to the number of cards in their hand times 200 and negate the target's effects. So, I can tell you that this line is not the answer. Bottom of deck. So, what's the extra deck? We have to make a different target because this doesn't go anywhere. We can still get the Trickstar Fusion, which is cool. It's fine. I'm cool with that. But we need to get somewhere else. Because right now we cannot make another Trickstar, which is a problem. We cannot make another monster. We're not, progressing the gameplay at all. We're at a standstill basically. And that is a problem. Because it looks like to me there are no 1-card combos in this deck. So I think we make Crimson Heart, correct? Crimson Heart. Each time a Trickstar monster is normal or special summoned to a zone, this card points to gain 200 life points. You can discard 1 Trickstar card. Both players draw 1 card, but if your life points was at least 2,000 higher than your opponent, this card's activated, draw 2 instead. So, I think we do this. graveyard, and then we can draw one card. Ugh. This is going to be difficult, isn't it? Oh my god! And you can declare, vanish. We'll add. Yeah. I need to do some fucking research. Something here is not adding up. Because you should be able to do a 1-card combo to get to an FTK. And with this current extra deck, I'm not seeing a way to do it. Which is, it's a problem. We're just going to call it what it is. It is a fucking problem. It needs to be fixed. We will do the work. We will fix this. Something about this is not right. I tell you what. Let's see. Oh, get off my studio real fast. I think I can do this in the middle of my live stream. I didn't cut it off. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. We're golden. So what we will do is it. Oh my god, where the fuck is my shit? Oh, we'll come. Okay, cool. We will go to YouTube. And Trick Star FTK 2025. So there's 3 FTK combos. Okay, let's see this. So Festival makes 2 tokens. And you start off making Holly. Oh. We are going to write this down. Because we found somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. How many subscribers this guy got? 460. Subscribe to this man. Panda Master Duel. So, Festival for Holly. Field spell. So it'd be light stage. For Licorice. You wonder how we do this. This is how we do it. Normal Candina. Holly. Chain 2. Candina. So I should add the new one if I'm... Yes, okay. So far we're doing good. So then that's Licorice to bounce Candina. Activate the I forget what the fuck that one's called. It was called fucking the hoe on this. Are you kidding me? God damn it. It's damn it. We just had it. What the fuck is it called? Fuck. Why do I keep doing that? It's fucking... God damn it. What the fuck is it called? Hoodie. Hoodie. That's it. Okay. Alright, we go. Link for Bloom. Check one. Chain two. It's very important that you all get these easy steps when loading an FTK and Bloom Chain 3. So it's basically, once I do this once, I'll know the main combo on how to perform the FTK. So you add fusion. Fusion. Candina. Bloom. Which is a fusion monster, which is Dromanis. Holly 1. Andromedas 2. It's going to keep on triggering, obviously. So it adds... what is it called? Lilybell. So far, they're down. Special summon Lilybell. Chica. Let's keep going. Holly. Chica and Dromanis. Or Crimson Heart. I thought you made it. Okay, so you do. What was the other one he linked off? What was that other monster? Double angel. So you do add that card. Special summon. Can't do. God damn, this combo's long. I think this might be longer than Gimmick Bubbles, honestly. So, blue tiers target Cantina. Holy shit. Okay. Special summon Foxglove. There it goes. Madonna. So this combo is official along with the Gimmick Puppets because I'm out of space on the first page. So I'm going to write it on the back of another page. Oh! Chain link one Madonna. Party per game. Okay, so I want to. The main combo started with. It was a 3-card combo. I did notice it. Yeah, okay, whatever, who cares. So we're gonna try to replicate the FTK. Probably won't work because I'm probably missing some of the steps. I tried to get them all as I could. Actually drew everything. You. That was Festival. Man. So honestly, I'm gonna put this card at 3 because it just special summons 2 fucking tokens. Special summon 2 Trickstar tokens. A Trickstar monster that was special summoned from the extra deck would be destroyed by battle card effect, and you can banish the card instead. Okay. So he started off with Festival activated. So he makes a token, 2 tokens. Remove, and then he goes straight into Holly. So this one, the special summon and attack. Okay, so we need to focus on this card a lot Each time a Trickstar monster is normal or special summoned to a zone this card points to, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Trickstar monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If your opponent takes damage by a Trickstar card's effect, this card gains attack equal to the damage they took. Okay. So we're kind of understanding how this works now. This card is going to be used in the brunt of the FTK, and from what I've seen, they make Madonna to then seal the deal on the FTK. It is unaffected by other activated effects. If this card points to no monsters, you can inflict 200 damage for each Trickstar monster in your graveyard with a different name. Okay, so that is how you're going to deal the additional damage. So we need, to get this to work, we need at least 11 Trickstars in the graveyard with different names. Make sense? Okay. I had that working. So then I'm pretty sure they went activate Trickstar, light stage. And they go effective light stage. And they're going to add this card to hand. Okay. This deck does look more like an FTK or bust sort of deck, which I'm okay with. I don't really expect to make this into like the best fucking deck out. I just wanted to see if it does anything worthwhile. So once per turn, you can target a set card. We all know that one. Each time a Trickstar monster you control inflicts battle or effect damage to your opponent, inflict 200 damage to them. Okay, so it'll do double. It'll do 400 instead of 2 for the effects that we get off. And this card will gain 400 instead of 2 for the effects we get off. Okay. So they then go for normal summon Candina. They want to declare Candina. And they add the Holly. Right. Which is I think it was supposed to say hoodie. Right. Let's go back to the beginning of this one. So, this is the beginning of the FTK. You're gonna make Holly, activate light stage. Light stage adds the licorice, like I did. They go chain link 1, chain link 2. You add the hoodie. Okay. So, rewind one more time. I need to see the starting hand. So, let's see why you're starting hand. So, I do believe we need to back up just a little bit. So, okay. So, this is fine. We're gonna bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. And we'll go bottom of the deck. Right. So we got Festival, we got Terraforming, but we're also going to add. What other card did I want in the mix of this? What card did this start with? This start with Candina? They did start with Candina. Okay. So for the sake of this video, this will probably be the last thing I do. We're just gonna like showcase a little bit of an FTK here. Gonna show everybody how it works. We're gonna activate the Terraformer. We'll send it to the grave, and we'll add the Trickstar light stage. Okay. Boop. So we now have light stage. They typically start with activating festival, and they'll make 2 fucking tokens. And then they're going to remove both tokens before they place anything, and they summon the... I think it's Holly, right? Yeah. They'll summon Trickstar Holly. So go to Grave. And then activate light stage. We'll declare light stage. That's what's going to happen now. I'm kind of getting the gist of it. Okay. And I believe we had the... Reveal this card in your hand and target one. Supposed to summon it. If you do, return the card to hand. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand, it's got 2 damage per turn. Okay. So we are going to add the Licorice. Then normal summon Candina. We will declare Chain Link 1. We'll go. I believe. Is this? This will activate. This will activate. It's 400 bucks. Alright. And then this will add the hoodie. If I remember right. Damn. And so they're down, already down to 76, which is kind of crazy. So then you'll declare target to hand, and then you'll special summon this, summon attack right there. Let's do anything. This time a card's added to your opponent's hand, like 200 damage for each of them. Okay. So it'll go ahead and it'll be 400 again. So now we're here. This, great. I now learned how to do that. This is now at 28. So is life point? Looks like it just keeps on gaining, if I'm correct. That's the first time I figured out how to do that, by the way. I was kind of happy to figure that out. I don't play Dueling Book very much, so it was kind of cool to figure that out. Okay, so I do believe that you declare, and you will special summon here. Activates again. 1, 2. Inflict another 400. 3,200. Okay. Now that we're here, I believe you link this off of Bloom. I'm right. So you go into Bloom. This card is link summoned. You can make your opponent draw a card. If I face up trickster or monster, this card points to its sort of battle card effect. Inflict 200 for each. Okay. So we'll go ahead and activate on summon. And this will be chain link 2. This will be chain link 3. So it will burn for This will burn for 400. Okay. So, go ahead and do the 400. Your opponent draws the 6th card in their hand. This sees that they drew a card. And inflicts 200 cards at it. 200 damage each. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand, inflict 200 damage to them for each. So I assume it only does the 200. So did I? I did not. So it would be Link 1, and then this will trigger 2. So it'll burn for a total of 400. And then obviously this goes up to fucking 4K. And then from here we can get real spicy. Because this activates, and it will add diffusion, by the way. I said, this is going to be a little out of order, because I don't know how to play this deck. So, any new people coming in this chat, obviously, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We are learning how to perform an FTK. We've already burnt 2K, I will say. We're doing pretty fucking good with that. Then we'll activate Fusion using Candina and Bloom. That's why we paid really close attention to the targets. And we will special summon the Dramatis. This will go to Grave. We'll go Clear Chainlink 1. This. Yeah, Trickstar card. Chainlink 2. Chainlink 3. So this goes to 4,400. It does inflict another 400 to the opponent. Add Lilybell. I will say, this is a pretty hard FTK. I like it though, because it's hard. This card is added except by drawing it. Let's special summon this card. I think this should have been here because you will then special summon this card. Because it does activate whatever. I'll just declare it whatever. I special summon this card. This card can attack directly. It's going to inflict battle damage to your opponent. You can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard and not at the hand. It don't really fucking matter. You're still going to burn, whatever, but you're going to link this for this one. That's why I've kind of moved this. So here, let's see. Monster stupid battle involving Trickstar monster. This goes in graveyard. You can banish this card, target a card, and store it. Okay, whatever. But mainly we're just gonna trigger this again. Declare 1, declare 2. I believe that's how you go, right? So you do this. And this goes up to 4,800. And then it does inflict 400 again. Damn, this is... God damn, that thing's huge. And then you link the 2 off for a Crimson Heart. So, Kochia... Joe Maliss. So, Grave. Grave. Let's put some in attack mode. Here. You do anything on something? You do not. So... Okay, so 1, 2. Inflict 400. Then gain the 400. Can clear, banish, add Candida to hand. Declare. To graveyard. If your life points are at least 2,000 higher than your opponent's, draw 2 instead. So, draw. 2 useless cards, but this. This will activate. Yeah. So this will activate. They drew 1, so it burns for the 200. And then, does this see it? Your opponent takes damage by 4 kings. Yeah, it does see it. So it's gains 200, so 54. This sees it, and then it inflicts for an additional 200. So 600. Crimson Heart, other monster. Grave. The noble angel. Chain link 1, chain link 2. And then this will happen simultaneously after I add. So we're going to do that. 6k. And then this will add a blue tears card. So unfortunately, this deck is another FTK deck that does die to draw, which most FTK decks do. So, if effect damage is inflicted except during the damage step, you can target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. Okay. So somehow, the cards that we have, something can revive. I don't know what it is though. Is the noble supposed to summon Candina? If you have a fusion monster on your field or in the graveyard, you can. Oh, you can. Okay. So effect. Target. Special summon here. Declare. So 100 total. It's still at 36 though. So you can go blue tiers, target noble. Well, hold on a minute. Hold the fuck on. Blue tier spell. Chain link 1, noble, supposed to summon Candina. Blue tiers, target Candina. So, blue tiers. Target Candina. Declare. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. Its controller's opponent takes damage equal to the number of cards in their hand times 200. Hold on. Its controller's opponent. So, the opponent takes 200 damage equal to the number of cards in their hand. So, 200 times 6. That's 12. Yeah, that's 1200. Oh, I see what's going to happen. This will actually gain like 12 for whatever fucking reason. We'll say for the sake of this, it's at like 74. So, then I'll like an additional 200. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Show me. I'm doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Recount. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. I get it. Declare. It'll burn 2,000, and then the light stage will kill him. We've done it. We have performed the Trickstar FTK. Oh my god. Bro. Like, I don't know if that's worth it, because that takes a lot of effort to perform the Trickstar FTK. Like, I don't know if you all can, like, see this. Hold on. I gotta pull up the fucking camera view where I can see this. That's the FTK list. That's how you do it. Oh my god. Like, that was ridiculous. Like, you have to keep track of so many effects. Like, there's so many different things going on that, like, you have to keep track of. Like, first, it started with a 3-card combo. So it was Candina, Festival, and the Light Stage. Which, I mean, that's fine. But, like, that's so hard to do. That is a hard FTK. I like it, because it's real combo-oriented. But that's hard to do. I mean, you gotta keep track. I was afraid that I miscalculated or undercalculated. But no, I did it right. It's not super complicated once I figured it out. But definitely don't summon this under the monster when you're intending to do this combo, because I did end up doing that and it's wrong. you want this to be like in the far column. And you're basically, when you get to this part of the combo, you'll special summon like Lily Bell, then you'll make Bloom, and then you'll trigger this because your opponent added a card off of fucking Bloom, and it burns them for 200, and then the field spell burns them for another 200. Yeah, I get the concept of this deck. I like this deck. Don't get me wrong. I think I could probably build this deck. I think I can do it. You definitely want to try to do it like this. I will tell you from my time with the deck and knowing like what the combos are. We're gonna look at more of them. I want to see if there's more sophisticated combos that don't require 3 cards. Okay. Did you see that? Okay, we're not going to do that. But there are FTKs. Yeah. Damn, it hurt. Is there anyone that, like... What's it?
Demons of the Cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today I want to do a fun little discussion talking about competitive decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or at least fringe, rogue level decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not top tier stuff, but decks that have alternate win conditions that actually still perform really admirably. Because I think it's
Oh, he just talks about it, okay. Well, we're not interested in that. We're interested in learning, like, the FTK. That's really what we're interested in. That's an early Bloom. I mean, sure. You're going to use them both to go into the fusion. Yeah, you have to have your own field and engrave plus it searches a card. Rockway Angel. Make sure, I guess. Double Angel for the Blue Tears card. Yeah, 1, 2. The 2 is the broken one. Add the trap and can revive the fusion. You can do that, add the monster back to hand. I don't like this. I do like how the deck does have like different options for playing. But I mean it's just whatever. Yeet. Special Holly. Why is it called Trickstar Ho? Like, what the fuck? It's kind of weird. So go to that, add the fusion. It does have alternate lines, but we're mainly trying to stick to the FTK. That's what we're interested in. So use the fusion, use Torchica, Aqua Angel to make the Dramatis reincarnation. Yeah. Yeah, reincarnation plus draw was just fucking ends your opponent's turn. Big time. Just gotta wait on that. So if I actually bring back what the fusion, this time they're gonna bring back Candida. Holly bring itself back, or Rock Angel bring itself back. For Vergiska, okay. Then you add the Holly back or Hoodie back for the follow-up. I mean, I understand it. You activate, you add the Aqua Angel. Like one on what? Hoodie? Or the fucking Chochico? I mean, I don't know. That might be an okay move, supposed to summon the Hoodie. Gotta do what definitely is Chochico now. What's Bloom? Oh, they already made Chochico. I'm sorry. Yeah. Trickstar Fusion. Go ahead and the Drum Madness. Right. Yep. I mean, deck's kind of interesting. Effect. Here, add Lily. Got Lily effect. I mean, these are pretty okay lines. I mean, I think they're fine. No Angel, no Angel. Probably gonna go for the trap again. Yeah. I can definitely tell that this version doesn't go for the FTK a lot, which is fine. And you could do that, but like, I would rather go for the FTK. I find the FTK to be a lot better. And you can play IP in this fucking thing. Oh, it doesn't lock you. That is right. Yeah, and then you can just like see your opponent's hand for no fucking reason. Because that's fair. Use effect, add back Candino. So what's crazy is Trickstar does a really dumb combo with Jewel and Reincarnation if you've never seen it. And now being able to FTK, it just makes it like 10 times fucking worse. Because if you end with like Licorice on board and you actually get them to add a card, you can then burn them for the card. Go fucking Reincarnation, banish the hand for cost, and then fucking draw them. Which is kinda nuts. I do like that a lot too. It's a really weird interaction you get going on. Yeah, we're mainly just like looking at this archetype, trying to figure out like what the archetype is. Because like I said, until a few minutes ago, I had no idea what the deck did. Now I have a general understanding of what the deck does. You can also play Silver Rabbit in it too. I think it's fine, but I think you want to stick to the FTK routes because I think like it's just too much traffic. You can't have a deck with too much traffic. You can see how this is played. Okay, this in all reality, when we look at the deck list like this deck list will not work. I will tell you 100% this will not work. Simply because there are not enough names. In the version, you see they have all Castura stuff. They also have Hero Through Orange Light, which I think is really good for the build. And they also have the Honest Purge. Correct. Good job. Now where you're wrong is you're playing like multiple cards, which that don't work. That don't work ever. So my main gripe when I was looking at this deck, I was trying to figure out, you know, how do I go about this? Is let me go to the Trickstar deck. So Festival should definitely be at 3. The card's just cracked. It's insane. It's kind of wild. But every single extra deck monster requires Trickstars. So you can't splash any engines to help the Trickstar engines. Makes sense. Okay. We are playing 3 of the light stage. That's correct. That's fine. It's whatever. You could play 2 Reincarnation. To help fuck you want, really. For me, I'm not really looking to have reincarnation, so you can do it any way you want. This card, you want to search it always. Never want to draw this card, because it's mainly just a fucking brick. The Maiden of Blue Tears, I honestly think I play this and cut this, because what you want to know with an FTK is you want the most amount of combinations of combo that you can get. You want that amount of amalgamation of combos. This is not a deck that you can play other cards with, or different archetypes. I do think the Maiden of Blue Tears is a really bad call. Short, I mean, base this card, target a normal spell in graveyard, set it. It can't be activated in the turn. This one, you can banish it, set a normal trap from hand or deck. It can be activated this turn, but like you have to get this in grave first. That's the real kicker. So, in all honesty, I think there's some things that can be done differently. This card definitely needs cut because you don't want this going on. Especially in an FTK, you do not want this. It is hard to do damage in stack. This is not like Gimmick Puppets. It's not like back in our heyday when we could just, the Gimmick Puppet players could just dish out 12,000 damage for no fucking reason. That's not how it works. So, we're definitely not doing that. So, the better yet, we will play a lot of these cards. This card to me looks like just a free extender. It looks good. This is this card when your Trickstar monster goes to battle. We aren't worried about that because we'll never do that. Send this card from hand to the graveyard. Monster gains attack. Whatever. The only bad thing about this card is it doesn't facilitate the FTK at all. It is a free extender, and it is level 5. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. It doesn't have a good graveyard effect at all. But specifically, you can get to the Candina. Any way you can get the Candina is good. This card, which just puts this back in hand, which facilitates the FTK. This is fun. This card is pretty damn good. I think it's like the best card in the deck, honestly. Trickstar Hoodie. I like that card a lot. Volley Bell, it's okay. It's alright. You're not going to get the battle damage part, so might as well not even try. Festival definitely needs to be a 3. I don't think you boost this up anymore. I don't really see a good add back for that. Light Stage, I think Light Stage is fine. I'll probably look around the Trickstar monsters and try to see if I can find something else. I think Reincarnation is fine. Diffusion, I mean, maybe. I fucking doubt it. I don't see me playing it. Definitely one Blue Tears. Definitely the Terraforming, because you got to be able to get the Light Stage. I did find that very important in this deck. You got fucking Orange Light. You're just good hand traps. You got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 plus a call buy. So, I mean, all in all, that's not bad. Like I said, I'm going to do some research on this. This card, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know if you play more of this, less of this. I don't know. I like this part of it, though. I like this part. Because that tells me what I'm going into. This is nice. Dominus Purge is also good. This, from what I've seen, this deck does have a pretty good going second build. So, I mean, they've got a lot going for them. It's fucking fantastic. The only thing that this will shut off is the Ash Blossom. Everything else is like fucking fair game for Dominus Purge. So, I'm looking pretty good here. I don't think I throw a light, right? Yeah, a little light. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think there's something here. I do think that I could turn this into a really good, you know, meta deck. I think it'll be really competent. This is the card that I don't know about. I'm gonna kind of explain this in the best way I can. This card fucking sucks. I get it returns this card. I get that you're able to just, you know, keep bringing it out, bringing it along. But the thing is, it's not a starter. And this is not my list. This is a list that I was given from a guy in the OCG that plays Trickstar in the OCG, does really well with it. He got like top 64 at their last big YCS that they did. I don't like this card at all. You reveal this card in your hand. Target a Trickstar monster you control, except itself. Spell someone's card, and if you do, return the monster to hand. I like that it does damage for, you know, cards in your opponent's hand. That's cool. But overall, this card sucks. Is there really no better Trickstar? Man, there has to be something, right? Has to be. It needs to be a card that I do not have. Mandrake. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, spell someone's card in defense position. That's pretty okay. If your opponent takes damage, you can spell someone's card from your hand. This time your opponent activates a monster effect in their graveyard. I feel like, well, that's not really that important. This card is sent to the graveyard as link material for link summon of your Trickstar monster. You can spell someone's card but banish it when it leaves. I mean, if I had a good way to get something on the fucking board, that would be good. If you link summon a Trickstar monster, you can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard that is used material to summon it. That would be great, but that is a field spell, and Light Stage is the best field spell that I've seen so far. However, there is this card. So, that's a Trickstar monster. Oh, it's from Grave. Oh, it's fucking terrible. Yeah, I don't like that now. Never mind. Damn, man, they might be just shit out of luck, huh? I'm not saying any good cards. I'm gonna be honest. These cards kind of fucking suck. The new ones that came out with are really fucking good. These ones suck. Oh my god. One of those archetypes, huh? It is. Yeah. It literally is one of those archetypes. Oh my god. What? I think it's a 2019 Trickstar game. I think is what it is. was still a 3-card FTK back then too. Motherfucker. And they do use that card. But it's so bad. Well, let's look at a list. Oh my god, it's so fucking bad.
What's up, everybody? This is Joe from Second War Games. We're here with James.
Oh my god, this guy's done Yu-Gi-Oh! That fucking long? Holy shit. That was about when I got banned, honestly.
So I said in the Trickster video a while ago, the what to expect, the Trickster's wild cards might be good for it. Just let the camera settle. So this is the starting hand that you need. Athena, Dark Room of Nightmare, Trickster Light Stage, Celestial Transformation, Chain Summoning. It's doable.
Fucking serious? No, man, no, I can't watch this shit. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way I'm about to watch that. No, man, ain't no fucking way. We already know the fucking Memento Combo guy. Like, what the fuck? Like, anybody in the modern era knows Memento Combo line. I heard. What you have to know about me is I played during the time of Trickstar. However, I did not get FTK'd by them ever. One game I got close, but I saw the checkpoint. And at the time, it was Holly. Which, it kind of still is Holly, but if they have an extra card to make, then you just fucking lose. Here we go. This looks like a list.
Today I'm bringing you an updated deck profile video. So today's deck is the Trickstar deck. Now, I absolutely love this deck by the fact that it is a burn deck and it controls your opponent, which are decks that I just love playing. Now, in saying that, I do know how annoying this deck is to face, but when you're playing it, trust me, it is absolutely really fun to be able to burn your opponent. And this is a deck profile I've come up with myself. You know, it's a lot different than other Trickstar burn decks, so please don't hate me for it. But it really does work, and you'll see towards the end of this video, in your videos, of me just playing until I actually lost because I just got a really bad hand. Well, without further ado, let's just get right into this Trickstar deck profile. And I'm of course not going to tell you the effects of all the cards because I'm pretty sure most of you can either read it from here or the fact that you can just already know what it does. So without further ado, as I said, let's just get right into this. So I'm running that triple Trickstar Candina as the searcher, the triple Licorice because, you know, it's the main burn, and that one Lily Bell because it just brings back stuff and it's a lot of fun. Then I'm running the triple roll and lock burst for that lockdown. Now, I never actually used this lockdown in my rules, but, you know, it's still a fun thing that you can always pull out. Of course, you've got to be running that triple light stage because it's the searcher, triple terraforming to search the light stage. I'm actually running triple double summon because I love summoning that much, and when I was running this at 1, I wasn't drawing into it enough. When I was running it at 2, it still wasn't useful, so I thought, why not run it at 3? And in this deck, it doesn't actually hurt too much. And then I'm running that triple chain summoning because you've got to be running chain summoning. The combos you can do with this card alone is like, you know, if you've got Candina and you've got Licorice, you can go Candina, search, Licorice, chain, and then chain summoning, so you can do additional.
I think it's fucking crazy they had 3 terraforming back then.
So you can go for more and more plays, which is
This was 2017. That's fucking wild. I guess into the void didn't get banned. Didn't get banned. Limited till a little bit ago. And then this, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you get evolved a lot.
So this would be a good thing because I can
Yeah,
use it.
it's way faster now,
Make
but
Neptune, make 200, and depending on
whatever.
how many liquors I've got on the field, and I've got light stage on the field, they're going to be burning, which is just always great. And it just gets me into a better card sometimes. If I've doubled up on the chain summoning, I don't want to do that. Or if I've doubled up on the double summoner, or if I've doubled up on the Candino, or if I've doubled up on the Lockbird, I'm sure you know where I'm going with it. It's like you double up on any of the cards you don't want to be doubling up on. You just send it to the grave and burn your opponent in the meantime, which is just really fun to do in this deck. Then I'm running that triple pot of desires because it's a +1, which is always great. I know you're banishing, but with this deck, as you can see, you're running triple of all the combo cards, and because you've got Dark Lord dealing, if you draw into a second one, as I said, you just send it to the graveyard. Then I'm running that triple into the void because it brings the deck down to a 37 card deck. And then I'm running for my last spell card, that triple Dark Room of Nightmare because the absolutely amazing change that you do with this card. You'll see in the door videos towards the end of this.
Yeah, we'll just work on it, but I think I'm gonna get off here, guys. So, I hope you all have had like a really good stream. We actually had 18 viewers. That's pretty damn good. But I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a good night. Alright, y'all. Peace.